Yo, what is up? Welcome to 7 Days Podcast. I am boy, what to do, Jim. It's been a long ass time. I think it's been about a week or two since I've done this podcast. I wanted to talk about stuff last week, but I just felt like I just didn't feel like doing it. I was like, you know what? Whatever, you know? Now, what I'm going to do from now on, and then at the beginning of the podcast, we're going to have music of the week that I listen to, right? And this song, Baron Corbin's new theme with the lyrics, I swear to God, is my favorite song of this week. I just can't get enough of Baron Corbin's theme song. I'll be your real, I'll be your end of days. Shit's lit. This shit is lit. Gotta be honest with you. Now let's begin with this podcast to talk about Survivor Series, about Raw and SmackDown, the champs versus the champs, and brand supremacy, and Kurt Angle's being the captain of Team Raw, and Shane being the captain of SmackDown Live. So there's a lot of stuff to talk about, and a lot of rumors and news floating in the air for the past week. And I just want to say it's a good thing that, you know, Nia Jax and then Samoa Joe returned on Raw. Stephanie, I can go a whole year, I can go for the rest of my life without seeing Stephanie McMahon on TV, on Raw. Like Stephanie, when I see her in clips of her doing these charity works, or, you know, her supporting her brother, or her supporting her husband, I don't mind it, right? I don't mind when she's there for, like, you know, when they did the Mae Young Classic. I don't mind that when she's there presenting, you know, the trophy and all that. Do not mind it at all. For the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, which I don't think they did this year. They didn't do it this year. Yeah, like, I don't mind that at all. But when she's on Raw, it's like, oh, that awful theme, her awful presence, everything just makes me want to, like, jump out my window. And I live on the 8th floor, okay? So that's a bad idea. But yeah, you know, on Raw, Stephanie gave Kurt Angle an ultimatum, basically, in this entire promo, saying, hey, if you don't win that Survivor Series, if you don't exceed my expectations, yeah, I'll be looking for a new Raw general manager. This makes Raw look bad, because the fact that Stephanie has to threaten Raw GM and say, I'm gonna look for another GM, even though she's gonna do the exact same thing to that future GM if Kurt Angle does not win at Survivor Series, treat them like shit, you know, it's gonna be the same repetitive thing every new GM. This is like the first brand split years ago, but in reverse. Because in 2002 to 2008, or 2006 rather, or 2005, from 2002 to 2005, Raw had Bischoff. Eric Bischoff has been GM since he came to WWE. And when he came there, he stayed as GM. Yeah, he got fired and then rehired the same night, you know, when Vince threatening him to bring Steve Austin over to Raw, you know, at the time in 2003. But besides all that, he's still there. Technically, it barely counts because he still was there the entire run. You know, he was probably the first longest reigning general managers in WWE. And then, right, on the SmackDown brand, we had Stephanie, first GM. Then she got let go, or then she left about a year. And then we had Paul Heyman took over. That lasted a couple of months. And then Kurt Angle came through, lasted for about 3 months. And then finally, Teddy Long became the longest GM from 2004 all the way to 2012. So, and now, look at today now. Raw, we already had Mick Foley as GM, and now we have Kurt. So, and SmackDown, they only have one GM so far, and that's Daniel Bryan. So, I really hope this is not going to happen a lot, where they keep firing people left and right, and then, you know, they just keep looking for new GMs and all that nonsense, you know. But In the end, dude, Raw is gonna win that Survivor Series. I'm gonna give y'all my predictions a little bit. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Um, and everything else on Survivor Series, I thought there was going to be title changes, but I guess not. Sin Cara and Baron Corbin, they're having a little thing on SmackDown Live. A lot of people, some may not care or just don't believe it. Honestly, I find it interesting. It's like, it's someone new. Sin Cara just came out of nowhere. Like, Sin Cara was the absolute last person I would ever think of being on SmackDown for like 3 weeks in a row, by the way. 3 or 4 weeks in a row. And actually getting the upper hand on a champion 3 to 4 times out of those weeks he's been on TV. So I find it a bit good and interesting that Sin Cara is on television and actually doing this thing with Baron Corbin. I guess I heard that the reason why they have Sin Cara on TV is because, I don't know, something about T-shirts or something about, I don't know what it was. I mean, the character Sin Cara has been around since, I think, the Raw after Mania in 2011. And ever since then, the character has been here, and he hasn't done dick. Then the Lucha Dragons came in, actually helped revitalize his career. And then when they split the Lucha Dragons last year for no dumbass reason, then shit hit the fan. And then Sin Cara went to do nothing again. And now look at him. So, just seeing stuff like that, a lot of people may not like it, but it actually gives me a reason to do the exact same thing in my universe mode, because I feel like I'm so complacent and just stuck in the same spot over and over, this cycle. Every time I want to give someone a new opportunity, someone new, a chance to shine. Like, I've done that so many times before. Before, it was so easy. I just pick someone I feel like they should get a chance, and it don't matter if it's a non-title feud or a tag title, a mid-card title, hell, a hardcore, a lower mid-card championship, like something. I feel like it. Honestly, a part of me wants this, but then a part of me says everything else is fine the way it is. I feel like Raw needs to have another championship. And I'm just thinking about guys or people that I want to see on TV, but they have nothing to do. The creative team has nothing for them to do on Raw, right? Raw has 3 hours. So there should be episodes on Raw and or SmackDown where the guys that you don't normally see on TV should be on TV at least once or twice a month, honestly. For example, like now they're doing this thing with Sin Cara, like I have no problem with that. Or maybe if Heath Slater was on his own, on Raw, he would be on Raw like at least once or twice a month or 3 times a month. It depends. Like, if they just don't have anything interesting, or they want to save something, if they want to save all the big stuff for a next week episode of Raw or the 2 weeks ahead, then the Raw that you have coming up, why don't you just use that to take some talent that you don't use and you put them on TV? And I'll honestly make another championship just to make them fight for something. I don't want them just on TV, just have matches. People just sitting there like, on my Twitter, on my phone, texting my wife, texting my girl, texting my boyfriend, texting this and that, men and female do what they do on their phones, whatever the hell you do on your phone, no, I don't want that. So a part of me wants another title for Raw, not SmackDown. SmackDown is 2 hours, 2 hours, I feel like they should just have some talent fight here and there just to be on TV, and that's it. But Raw, 3 hours? Come on. I think another title, the Cruiserweight title ain't doing dick. It's more like the Cruiserweight title is designated to only be on 205 Live. That's what I honestly think. But anyways, I just feel like Raw has a lot of talent that they just leave to dead. Look at Darren Young and then Summer Rae and Emma. Well, she was doing something, for the past couple of months. But Darren Young hasn't done dick. He was injured. He comes back and he's gone. You know, who else that we like but is not on TV is gonna be next that they're gonna cut and just let him go? Apollo Crews, I can definitely tell you, within a year or two from now, Apollo Crews is on the edge of being fired, of being let go. That's what I honestly think. It's true. I honestly gonna do something with him. I mean, him coming out with Titus Worldwide and all this stuff. I mean, it's a bit entertaining, but at the same time, it's leading to nowhere. So, I mean, the only highlight of Apollo Crews' career right now was when Braun Strowman dropped him in the nastiest way. You know, when Apollo Crews tried to go for a moonsault, and then Braun Strowman had his feet up, and it just sent Apollo flying. That's the only thing anyone will remember Apollo Crews in 2017, to be honest. But as far as Survivor Series go, I mean, Raw and SmackDown champions, I mean, Natty versus Bliss, Corbin and Miz, I mean, they're at least still trying to make something out of that. You know, I mean, you got Corbin mentioning Miz's wife on a Twitter clip, right? He's talking shit to Miz, saying how he just came to Raw and just busted down their door. That he came to their house, he came to his house, busted down the door, and just did what he wanted to do. You know, and then Miz, oh. If you didn't see that clip I swear to God, I have it on my Twitter account. I retweeted and liked it and left a comment on it, bro. Miz destroyed Corbin. A generic big man that'll be gone for the next 2 years. And if you ever talk about my pregnant wife again, I'll knock your teeth down your fucking throat. That's exactly what he said. When Miz said that, a part of me says, okay, I feel like they're trying too hard. They're trying too much. But at the same time, I can appreciate the effort, and I actually like the fact that Miz cursed. I mean, it's on Twitter. It's not like it's on YouTube or on WWE's account or anything, or like it's on WWE.com. It's on his Twitter, and he's like, you talk shit about my wife again, I'm gonna fucking knock your teeth down your throat. It's simple, you know? And then Baron Corbin, he responded to that one, and he said that by the end of Survivor Series, Miz is going to call him daddy, which was weird. That's a weird phrase. That's a weird way to say things, Corbin, but I know what you mean. Anyways, like at the end of Survivor Series, Miz is going to be the one to answer to Baron Corbin. I understand that 100%, but they're trying with that one, but I just feel like the match itself, again, this is another situation. You know, promos, they can talk, when they talk, it's great, but when they're in the ring, it's shit. I'm just saying, this is the same thing. I mean, with Cena and Roman, I enjoyed the match, but I understand where people are coming from about how the match was. Finisher, counter, finisher, counter, finisher, counter. You know? This could be something like that. You know, Miz doing the Daniel Bryan moves, Corbin doing his sliding out the ring, go around the post, get back in the ring, clothesline, does that a lot of times in the match, by the way. He does a deep six, at end of days, get kicked out, Scorpions finale, kicked out, and then the Miz Taraj are going to get involved, and then Miz wins. That's exactly what's going to happen. I guarantee, at least the things I just said is going to happen in this match. I know that. The exciting match on the card, one of the two, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to see what happens with Brock and Ginger. So I'm a little hyped for that one too. Mainly because it's like, are they actually gonna let Mahal win? Think about it. And Mahal, it was announced earlier this week. Mahal is going to face AJ Styles for the WWE title. Now, if AJ Styles loses to Mahal, think about this. If Mahal beats AJ, and then in the same month beats Brock Lesnar, Jinder Mahal has beaten in 2017 in his WWE title reign Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura, Baron Corbin when he cashed in the Money in the Bank, and AJ Styles, and Brock Lesnar. 5 WWE superstars that are better than Jinder Mahal. Mahal beat them. Imagine that. In 2017, in all of his 100 and plus days as WWE champion, Jinder Mahal has defeated all 5 top tier talent on SmackDown and at Survivor Series, Raw, whatever. Like, imagine that. Let that sink in. Mahal beats AJ, Brock, Randy a lot of times, Corbin when he cashed in the Money in the Bank, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Think about that. That's gonna be hilarious. I want to know how people are gonna react to that. The second Mahal hits him with that awful looking Colossus. So I'm thinking about the game version of the Colossus. It's very bad, but yeah, the Colossus. He hits the Colossus on Brock. 1, 2, 3. I mean, if I'm Brock Lesnar, would I really care? No. It's all about that money. There's the reason why I have a green cup, because I understand Brock Lesnar's his motives. I understand his way of thinking. Fuck the passion, for wrestling. Fuck the passion of the fans. It's giving them what they want. It's all about the money. Vince is gonna pay me a lot of money to basically lose clean to a jobber that's holding a WWE title. So that's all. We gotta take all of that in. We gotta think about that. Anyways, I know the match is gonna suck, but I'm hyped about what's gonna happen. I'm hyped for the ending of the match. That's what I'm hyped for. I'm not really hyped for the match itself. The match is gonna suck. It's gonna be boring. I'm gonna be sleeping. I'm gonna do a reaction, but I'm gonna just sit there, not really be hyped. Brock Lesnar, no pyro entrance. Why should I even care? I mean, look at the champions last year and look at the champions today. Last year we had AJ Styles as the WWE champion. We had The Miz, Intercontinental champion. We had, I believe we had American. No. It was the Slater and Rhino. That's who they were. Yeah, Slater and Rhino. They were the tag team champions, and I believe Lynch. Lynch was the women's champion on SmackDown, I believe, because Alexa won the title at TLC. So, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. And then Raw, we had Kevin Owens, Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, United States Champion. We had the New Day Tag Team Champions when they're going through that whole historic title reign. And we had, I believe, Charlotte as the Raw Women's Champion. If we had those champions going at it this year, this Survivor Series will be lit, 100%. In my honest opinion. We had Becky versus Charlotte. We have AJ and Kevin the first time, not what we got this year. We have the New Day with the historic reign against, Slater and Rhino. That would be an interesting duo, an interesting dynamic of a tag team match. And we would have the mid-card guys go at it. We have the Big Dog versus... who was the Intercontinental Champion last year? The Miz, right? So, yeah, it would be Roman and Miz, AJ and KO, Slater and Rhino against the Raw Tag Champs, the New Day, and Charlotte and Becky. That would be interesting, And then we have the Raw Women's, the Raw Women's, and the Raw Men's, the SmackDown Women's, SmackDown Men's Survivor Series tag match. So that would be... just take the champs from last year and the roster how it was last year, and you do it this year. This whole brand warfare or bragging rights version 2 in Survivor Series. I mean, it would be lit. This year would be better than last year with that caliber of talent being champions representing the brand. But now look at what we got. We got Mahal, Corbin, the Usos are blessed. And Natty, great in the ring, but so annoying overall against a champion that I'm over with Bliss. I'm tired of Bliss, bro. I am. She's good, But I'm tired. I'm tired. You know? We have Rollins and Ambrose. You know, that's great. We have Miz, who I'm tired of being Intercontinental Champion because he hasn't done dick all year with that title. I don't care what anyone says. And then we have a guy that shows up here and there in Brock Lesnar. So, bruh. And I'm hearing Cena is going to be referee for Mahal and Lesnar. Why? What does Cena have to do with Mahal and or Lesnar? I mean, this could be a way to build that rumored feud that when Cena gets back by Rumble time, that it would be him versus Mahal for the WWE title, which left for Cena to get that 17-time championship. Right? Now, I still just don't understand. Unless Cena screws Mahal, or what? Is Mahal really going to use Cena as an excuse to be like, oh, another stupid American, costing me a match, this and that. It's like, oh, two Americans join forces against one Indian. Is he really going to use that excuse? Come on now. But overall, bro, Survivor Series, I'm hyped. But I'm hyped because I'm always grateful for watching a pay-per-view, because before I would have to wait until the show was over for me to go on WWE.com and see the news and see what happened, who's the winner, who lost, who's champ, who's not, But now, with the network, I can just watch it anytime I want, etc. So I'm always grateful for a pay-per-view, no matter how bad the build is or whatever. Alright? The build may suck, but I'm always hyped for a pay-per-view to watch because I never had this opportunity years ago. But now I do. I'm just going to sit here and be like, yeah, I'm hyped for this show. But I'm not going to deny the fact that, yes, I'm hyped for the show, but at the same time, it's like, when you look at the card, it's like, remember, this is a 4-hour show. And we got to sit through this all night long. Not the song, okay? Remember that. We gotta sit here all freaking night from 7 p.m. all the way to basically midnight, right? And just sit there and just watch these matches. Some matches are gonna be lit. I can tell you, the tag teams are gonna be the most litest matches on the card, on the show. The Raw and SmackDown Survivor Series men and women teams are going to be lit. The tag team champions of both brands going at it, that's going to be lit. But everything else is going to suck. Corbin and Miz, when was the last time they had any interaction with one another in the ring? Elimination Chamber? I'm just saying, as far as them just gelling in the ring, it's not gonna work for me. I'm assuming they could shut my hole right at Survivor Series on pay-per-view, but as of now, I'm just gonna stick with my judgment and just say this match is gonna suck. And then Bliss and Natty is a technical fucking masterpiece in the ring, bro. You can't tell me that Natty is very underrated in that ring. It's just that she's annoying. She has an annoying personality. And Alexa Bliss, she got better than before in the ring. But I'm just tired of her being champion. She has the way how I feel about Alexa Bliss is the same way how I feel about The Miz. I'm tired of them being champion. Same old shit. Oh my god, put the title on the babyface, please. This and that, I'm just tired. I'm basically just tired. And I don't know. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna talk about this topic before I go. I want to keep this podcast a bit short today. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to keep it short. I'm not trying to make y'all watch this shit for an hour. Just at least half an hour is fine. This whole thing with Triple H and the Shield in, I believe it was Glasgow or something. I don't know why people are upset that Triple H, he was the backup for the Shield when Bray Wyatt came back and wrestled with Cesaro and Sheamus in a 6-man tag. Honestly, it doesn't really bother to me. It doesn't matter to me, rather. It doesn't bother me at all. Because, I mean, it's a live event. It's not like it's a live event that, you know, they're going to use that to build on TV. And no, they got to go all out in a European tour. They have to go all out. They can barely sell out in America. They have to go all out for fans that gets this treatment at least, what, twice a year, right? In April and November. That's when they get this whole thing going on. Late October to November, that's when WWE goes on the European tour. Same thing in April, right? They have to go all out in these European tours. They have to. And Triple H being there is perfect. It's great. Because Triple H, he's still a big star. Still is. The man could be old as hell. People may be tired of him, but he's still equally, if not better, than Roman Reigns as a backup or replacement in a match. I mean, we all know Roman Reigns is sick. He's not going to be able to, you know, be able to compete or anything like that. Be cleared. I heard he's going to be cleared by the final Raw before Survivor Series. That's what I heard. I heard he's going to be cleared by then. So people are going to keep replacing the big dog until we get to when he returns. So the fact that people are upset on Triple H joining the Shield, yes, the guy that basically destroyed the Shield, right? Because he was the one that had Seth Rollins as the Plan B. Because of that, people are like, oh, it doesn't make any sense. Of course it doesn't make any sense, but it's a fucking live event. Why does that even matter? Why are people getting upset? It does not even matter. It's a live event. You're going to get mad because it's a live event? I mean, come on. They're there. They got to do what they got to do. If they do shit that makes no... I remember, I watched a clip on YouTube years ago. John Cena, I don't know, I think it was around the time when Sheamus was WWE champ. And it was a live event. I believe it was in Dublin. If not, somewhere else. Cena had the championship. And like he was the champion in that live event. But yeah, on TV, Sheamus is the WWE champion. And then I just remember seeing Cena give Sheamus it was a lot of confusion going on. But that was a live event. I didn't get upset then. I wasn't confused. I was like, okay. Okay, that's just weird, but okay. Like, I just don't get why people are upset or butthurt. Oh, Triple H, look at that. I mean, you destroyed the shit. I mean, I get it. Yes, Rollins beat him at Mania. He's responsible for putting Triple H, when he got super kicked. Triple H shoulder tackled his wife and she got put through a table, which she rightfully deserved that, by the way. No hate, I'm just saying she deserved the hell out of that. But yeah, she went through the table. He lost to Seth Rollins, but the feud ended there. I mean, you never know. All time heals all wounds is the saying, right? So maybe Triple H is like, yeah, guy, I'm past that now. That was then, this is now. I'm just here to be a company man now. That's basically it. That's how I look at it. I don't know why people are looking at it like, oh my god, Triple H. I don't know, but either way, it's just weird. It's just, I don't want to say it's stupid. It's just, I mean, come on. It's just a live event. I don't know why people are getting upset. I mean, it's just Triple H filling in shoes for a guy that is sick, right? Well, who you want him to choose, huh? Kurt Angle again? I mean, Triple H was a good fit. Plus, Triple H can still go. He's never lost a beat, never lost a step. But yeah, that's pretty much what I gotta say about that. So, what do you guys think? What I had to talk about here in the 7 Days podcast? Survivor Series and Triple H joining the Shield for one night only, by the way, or a couple of nights only. It's not a permanent thing. I don't know why people are getting upset about that. But what else? Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you guys can, leave a like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Boy13Gym. Thank you all for listening, and I'll see you guys for Monday Night Raw Universe Mode and review. I am out. Later.